Is your work miserable? If your answer is yes and you want to leave, then you're in the right place because today we'll be talking about how to actually make a miserable workplace bearable and actually plan an exit, right? But before I get to that part of the video, let me first introduce myself to my newcomers and say welcome. My name is Olerato, the founder of Dreamers Elevation Network. This is all be teaching you how to use your skills and your passion and help you turn them into a profitable business. For my lovely people who are coming back once again, I say welcome, family. Let us dive in together on today's topic. The first thing that you need to do when you're in a miserable workplace, you need to actually find out what is making you miserable in that place. The reason why you need to find this out is for you to know how to actually deal with it. So it can either be the boss, your co-workers, which means the overall environment is toxic, can be the workload that is there, that it might be unreasonable compared to what you are getting paid for. And then the other part could just be that there's no growth there. You're not growing at all. So you need to actually identify those things that is making that place miserable for you. The second thing is, after identifying what is making you miserable, you have to set boundaries so that you can protect your mental health. At work, you need to find out what it is that you can do in order to, be able to protect your mental health in a way. An example can be detach yourself from the work or the people that are around in your workplace. Work with them well, but just detach yourself. Don't involve any emotions. If they respond to you in a way that is, making you frustrated and you just want to respond back, do not engage. Just let them talk as much as they want to talk and then just ignore them. Sometimes silence is the answer to protect yourself. The other thing here is that do something at work that could actually help you make the work bearable. The other thing is make sure that you take breaks at work so that you can have a breather. The other part here is make sure that you do not bring work stress home. It's very important that you do that so that at home you are happy. When you get to work, yeah, you will be stressed in some way, but make sure that at home you maximize your happiness so that you can have the energy to deal with the stress that you'll be facing at work. The third one is finding out how to make work bearable. Take me, for example, I used to work at a place where I felt miserable. I wasn't growing. I felt like my goals were being left behind because I spent most of the time there. So that whole thing made me miserable. For me to make the work bearable, I used to take a book with me to my work, right? I'll read it on my way there. So it makes me forget that I'm actually going to that debilitating place, right? And also at lunchtime, I would actually read that book and keep jotting down all the things that I would be learning. That would actually give me hope that someday I might actually live here and actually make money for myself without depending on the job to survive. So that gave me hope. So I would also suggest the same for you, that do something that would make the work bearable. And one of the things is also, again, just taking a break, listen to music during your break time or during your lunch time. Do something that can actually make you feel happy while at least you're there. Now, the big part, let us start planning your escape. I know this sounds good to you because I can understand. I've been in this position before. It's just debilitating. The other thing here that you can do is to fund a side hustle. A side hustle would actually help you gain another income so that you don't rely on this job entirely. The other thing that you can do when you're planning your escape is sending out your resumes, right, to different companies silently. Don't be announcing to everyone that you're leaving your job and you're sending resumes everywhere. Don't do that. Just send them silently without informing anyone. Network with people that are in a field that you would like to get into. Understand that when you network with people, you'll be able to get opportunities because connections actually helps you get opportunities. So do that as a way of planning your own escape. Notice that the side hustle is touching on your finance. Sending resumes is you looking for a better opportunity out there. You connecting with people means that you'd be able to know where can you apply, where is space, where which place has opened up for people to start applying to. So that could actually help you in that way. The last one is set a deadline on when you are going to leave. It's very important that you set a deadline. At times, you find people be talking about, I'm gonna leave this job, I'm gonna leave this job, just to find out that it's all talk. They don't really wanna do it, or they're afraid to even do it because, if you have worked in a certain place for a long time, you get attached to it, and sometimes you wonder if there's even better out there, or this is better where you are. Considering that there are no jobs out there, you might fear leaving your job just because you know that there are no jobs out there. So you just stay in that toxic environment for the longest time. This is why when you actually want to take a decision and actually resign, you need to set a deadline so that you adhere to it. Because if you don't, you keep saying that you want to quit your job until you're just stuck there for the rest of your life. All right, so make sure you set a deadline. Now, tell me in the comments, what is the biggest thing that is holding you back right now at work? Like, what is that thing that is making you miserable at work? Just tell me in the comments and then we'll talk about it. The comment section is a safe space for you so that you can actually tell me what is your problem and so that I can actually assist you. So yes, that is what I had for you today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, it really helps, and press that bell button to get notified whenever I'm posting a new video. So yes, I'll see you on my next one.